Hi guys, this is ShyGuyDan. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. If you've been keeping up with my channel and watching all my videos and whatnot, I recently posted a channel update video, and in that video I explained how I would be doing something different. Instead of doing my standard basic walkthroughs with no voice commentary, I obviously decided to go about it a different way. I'm going to be doing videos from here on out with voice commentary. So, be patient with me. This is my first one. Well, my first one in a long time. I had an older channel with a buddy of mine, but it was really retarded and just horrible. It's cringy. We're not going to go into that. But, regardless, I figured I would start out with this game, House of the Dead 3. It is a first-person, on-rails shooter, and it's really bloody, gory, gruesome, and I love it. I love all of that. I have the other sequels, with the exception of 1 and 2. I have House of the Dead 3, 4, and 5 Overkill, which I'll be doing a walkthrough of those, or a let's play of those too. But normally I would start out with the first game in the series and go up from there. But unfortunately, I can't figure out how to get House of the Dead 1 and 2, and I can't figure out how to play them and record them in HD quality. See, I don't have a Sega Saturn and I don't have a Sega Dreamcast, so I can't really do that as of now. I could buy them both, but I don't like the quality. I like
The House of the Dead 3.
Anyways, I like 1080p or 4K quality, or even 720, but I don't like anything lower than that for my videos. I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
The House of the Dead 3.
Yes, we get it. I find it really interesting how Resident Evil and House of the Dead, how they have the same narrator intro during the title scene. It's always House of the Dead 3 or Resident Evil. I think it's funny. But anyways, we're gonna get to it. You can really customize your experience quite a bit, and I like that. For the modes, you can select survival or time attack, and I'm gonna go for survival. And chapter select, you can choose all the chapters. If you play through the whole game, then you can choose the chapters. And I'm going to be playing through it all. Difficulty, you can choose between 5 difficulties: very easy, normal, and hard. We're going to go for normal. I don't like to play games that are too easy or too hard, so I always choose a normal difficulty. In between, it's balanced. Although at the same time, I'm going to contradict myself, because I'm going to give myself not 3, but 9 lives, and same with the credits. Not 3, but 9 credits, because I suck. And I want to have fun, Violence, you can choose between mild, medium, and gratuitous. Of course, I'm going to go for gratuitous. As you will learn if you keep up with my channel, I love bloody and violent video games. I don't know why, but I just do. Same with horror movies. The bloodier, the gorier, the more disturbing, the better. And you can choose between red or green blood. We're going to go for red, because that's just better. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to try to be quiet during the cutscenes. Chapter 0, Reminiscence. 20 years after the tragedy at the Curian residence. So much blood, I love it.
Let's do it. Yes, sir.
put a lot of effort into the voice acting for the zombies. Well, I guess technically they're not really zombies because, well, they don't really.
Are we the only ones left?
No one's responding.
We're running out of time. Let's move out. We can't forget our mission.
They don't really refer to these creatures as zombies in the game, oddly enough. I don't think they ever say the word zombie. I guess because they're like government experiment or government experiments. I don't know why I said government experiences.
We can't
Anyways.
let everyone's death be in vain. Hurry.
But yeah, I think that's why they never refer to them as zombies, because I guess they're not really zombies. As you can see, you've got weird creatures. They don't really fit the zombie character. Those do. Some of them don't, though. Just like the Resident Evil games, I don't necessarily count them as zombies. I think those are more like, those are definitely like government created. These guys, though, on the other hand, I don't know what the hell those are. They look like mutant Gumbies or like seaweed creatures or something like that. Cucumbers. We're gonna call them cucumbers or Gumby. Cucumbers or Gumby. Cucumber Gumby. Yeah.
How many of these things are there?
I remember the first time that I played House of the Dead 2 and 3.
We found it.
Well, I'll get back to that in a second.
You're...
Okay. I don't think there's another cut. Oh, yeah, there is.
Dear
Okay.
Daniel, I'll never give up. No matter what the doctors say, I'll gladly step into forbidden territory if it will save your life.
Daniel's my name, by the way. ShyGuyDan. Chapter 1, Chasing Shadows. Yeah, that was sort of like a prologue chapter. 2 weeks later.
It's been 2 weeks since we lost contact with Rogan. We can't wait any longer. You ready, Lisa?
I promised Mom that I'd bring him home. Let's go, G.
Well, we'll go for parking. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get these little collectibles, I guess you can call them, in the background and stuff like that. But regardless, anyways, I remember the first time that I ever played this and House of the Dead 2. It was in an arcade we had. It wasn't exactly an arcade. It was we have a bowling alley from where I'm from, and half of the bowling alley was also an arcade, and it was this huge room just full of these great arcade games and stuff like that, and I absolutely loved it. And I remember playing this as a kid and thinking, wow, this is so violent and awesome, and I love it. And sorry, I had to concentrate there for a second. It really bugs me if I if I don't rescue a character. If I go quiet or something like that, most likely I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing.
What? A security guard? You gotta be kidding!
Death. Weak point is his little bitty head. Really love the boss fights in these games as well. The boss is really unique, and I love that.
Let's keep going.
But yeah, we had this awesome arcade, and it had different games. It had like this awesome ocean hunter. Ooh, sorry. had this awesome ocean hunter game, and like the Star Trek shooter, and this boxing game, and it was all really cool. Unfortunately, though, they started taking out the games very slowly and replacing the arcade with a, guess what, a bingo room. For the old people, a big bingo room.
Keep your eyes open.
They still have a small little arcade, but it's only got like Dance Dance Revolution and Skee Ball and stuff like that, which is great, but you know, I miss this. Because this is so much better. I really wish that I could find somewhere where I could play the first
Certainly is persistent.
the first and second House of the Dead, because I really want to play those in order. I would like to I'd like to do a Let's Play of House of the Dead 1 and 2 as well. I don't own a Sega Saturn, which is what House of the Dead 1 was on, and I don't own a Sega Dreamcast, which is what House of the Dead 2 was on. I could buy both systems and do a Let's Play. Sorry, I try to be quiet during the dialogue. That doesn't always work out. A C plus.
You all right, Lisa?
Yeah, just a little shaken up.
Thought I'd do a little bit better than that. We'll go for let's see, just I guess the DBR Institute, I guess.
Was my father always involved in missions like this?
Yeah. Who knows how many times your father and I survived by the skin of our teeth? What do you think your father did for a living?
Look, Daniel. It's
my
the key. This will remove the barrier between life and death. You don't need to fear anything anymore, Daniel. Not even death.
Chapter 2, Bewilderment. Anyways, but yeah, I'd like to do a Let's Play of them in order.
The 1998 Curian Mansion case happened, I suppose. The project was a threat to humanity itself. Your father and I put a stop to it, though.
Am I good now? Can I talk? Leeches and bugs. I hate creepy crawlies and stuff. Give me zombies, creatures, vampires, ghosts, demons, anything. Just don't put a bug on me. Anything like that. Quick question. Has anyone ever watched the House of the Dead movies? The reason why I'm asking is because I haven't actually watched them myself. I've been meaning to, because not only do I love horror movies, but I also have I have an interest in really shitty movies, and I've heard that they are god awful. They're made by, what's his name? Uwe Boll? Is that his name? Uwe Boll, I guess. And I've watched a couple of his movies, and I understand why people say he's like the worst director. But at the same time, I don't know. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. Watching shitty movies like that, B movies and stuff like that. It's like, I think the first movie I watched from him was Postal, and I loved it. I mean it was shitty, but I mean I loved it. Probably because I loved the games, which by the way, if you're interested, check out one of my walkthroughs. No voice commentary, but still, if you're interested in it, I've made a Let's Play or walkthrough of Postal Redux. So, In that, the first one is a top-down shooter. Well, pretty much just go around the town and wreak havoc upon everybody, which is always fun. It's very dark, though. Especially with all the mass shootings going on and stuff like that. If you're like offended by stuff of that nature, or you know, just anything like that, then I wouldn't watch it, because that's pretty much what you do, is you go around and shoot people up in a town. That's literally all you do with various weapons. Which you know, I love violent video games, you know, so that's like a dream come true to me, but sorry, I was concentrating. But I plan on doing a walkthrough of, with commentary, of course. Anytime that I refer to a walkthrough or a let's play from here on out, I'm meaning with commentary. Let me just point that out. Because technically I'm still doing a walkthrough. It's just with commentary. Because whenever I do let's plays or walkthroughs, whatever you want to call it, I always like to show off as much of the game as possible. I like to complete the game like 110%. All secrets that I can, and all unlockables, DLC, stuff like that. That's what I like to pride myself on. Although it doesn't always happen that way. Like, as far as this goes, I have no idea if there are necessarily any secrets per se, other than the random boxes and crates and stuff that you can.
What's that smell? Oh man!
Oh, great.
Place. Some sort of feeding ground?
By the way, this is one of my
We're trapped.
worst fears.
Get ready.
It's a sloth. And no, I'm not afraid of sloths, but it was a bit of a over-exaggeration, but they creep me out. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they're cute and all, but oh my gosh, sloths just creep me out. So this would be an absolute nightmare. Like, I don't know why, but sloths give me that that rapey vibe. They're cute though. Well, not this one, but, you know, normal sloths are. I would say that's probably my spirit animal. And my girlfriend's. We're both sloths. Very lazy, unmotivated, and slow. If you can't tell by my voice. I want to try to be as entertaining as I can without being obnoxious, by the way. I'm a very chilled out Let's Player, I've noticed. Especially whenever I get comfortable. You know, I'm still trying to get comfortable with this whole thing. So, but I really love it. I love video games. So, I figured, why not? And they make me happy, so. Damn it. Come on. Pardon me, I'm not doing the best right now. It's hard to do voice commentary while paying attention to the game itself without messing up. And this is the worst part. This is the part I have the most trouble with. I can't ever get in enough shots before he gets done leaping. See, it's just ridiculous. I always end up reloading before I have a chance to. There we go. That was good. Alright. Now if I can only do that like 2 more times. Huh. Wow, I'm actually doing pretty good. Normally I can't get his health down like that. That normally happens, of course. Spoke too soon. Oh well, I got him. It's good. Or I thought I did. Just one more go should do it. Yep.
Had enough yet?
Oh, so arrogant. Oh my gosh, that was a horrific score. That was horrible. An
So,
E.
you and my father stopped Kyrion's plans, right?
I'm gonna try to avoid that boss for as long as I can, so we're gonna go for that one.
Maybe
Excuse me.
someone's trying to continue his legacy.
The reason why I want to avoid
Have I stepped outside the bounds of human morality? Most of my resources have left me.
Chapter 3, Sensory Chaos.
Lisa, wait!
Unauthorized personnel detected.
This isn't
Security
good.
systems activated.
Lisa,
Priority level
this
2
way.
areas will be locked down. Gee! Over there!
Oh,
Not even Rogan was this persistent.
you again. So did you just go back and like pick up your hat or something like that? Because I knocked it off like way far back. So, another quick question. So what is, for those of you who have played the House of the Dead games, I believe there's only 5. I think it's 1, 2, 3, and, well, no. Yeah, 5. For those of you that have actually played them, what are your favorites? Which one's your favorite? I'd have to, really, to be honest, I would actually say 3 is my favorite. 3 because I love the gore effects. I don't know, they're cheesy, but I like them. 4, it's a good one, but there's not really, they took out the gore effects like this one. And, you know, that's the main reason why I enjoy these games in particular.
Looks like we got away.
The 5th one, House of the Dead Overkill, while it has a amazing sense of humor, it went for a much more realistic zombie.
Lisa, back me up!
Well, I guess I shouldn't call them zombies because they're not zombies, but you know we're gonna call them that anyways. They went for a much more realistic one, realistic take on it, like your average zombie game, you know. Bro, you don't even have a face anymore. Why are you still trying? But anyways, but yeah, so what's your
Going back there again.
what's your favorite zombie movie in general? You know, I'd say I really like my girlfriend's favorite is the Dawn of the Dead remake. Yeah, you know, that one's really good. But I would have to say that I really like this this older zombie movie made by
Hey, touch me there.
hold on. Oh crap. I really wanted to get the bonus, but I was afraid I was gonna shoot him. Sorry, I had to get the score.
Let's go.
By the way, I have an irrational fear of chainsaws, mind you, and like buzzsaws and stuff. Anybody with a chainsaw or a buzzsaw is gonna freak me out. Sorry, trying to concentrate. Especially with like really like fast-paced games like these, you kind of have to concentrate a little bit. You don't really have a chance to breathe, so there's no like in between chapter breaks. It just keeps going, and there's also no save spots. There's no save points or checkpoints, which is a really big flaw.
Just don't give up, do ya?
I originally was going to split the video into parts, but it didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. So, I'm just doing a full playthrough of it. Luckily, it's a very, very short game, so it shouldn't take that long. I'm going to assume that it's going to be up to like 30, 40 minutes, something like that. The full playthrough. Another question. What is your favorite zombie game? Or not zombie, what's your favorite
Back off already.
horror game? As far as my favorite zombie movie from earlier, it's this older movie directed by Peter Jackson, who directed Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and King Kong and all of those. I think we got him.
When a lady says no, she means it.
No means no. He doesn't even say anything, he just points. That's okay. Could have done better. But, you know, that'll do.
That was close.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
I'm
Great.
sorry. I should have reacted faster back there.
You're being awfully honest, aren't you? Don't sweat it, kid.
I know. How come I'm so stubborn in front of my dad?
This is the boss that I highly dislike.
I
Not
found it, Daniel. These genes will change the future. The magician and the wheel of fate.
Chapter 4, Ultimate Challenge. Yeah, we're almost done. We got Chapter 4 and then Chapter 5.
You getting along with Rogan?
I don't know. My father always put work ahead of his family. I barely have any memories of him spending time with Mom and me.
Ouch. That's pretty harsh.
Well, what do you expect? He's always making us worry. I should slap him upside the head for Mom.
Oh no. More cucumber gumbies. That's okay, they're easy. I feel like they're just vegetables. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. Yep. This is what I hate. I hate this boss right here. And I also don't like those. I don't like how they look at all. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Tentacles, and legs, and antennas. Chainsaws, and sloths. It's just a nightmare. But, anyways, as I was saying, yeah, that zombie movie that I've been trying to tell you about, I get interrupted every single time. It's called Dead Alive, and I think in like Europe, I think in other countries it's known as Brain Dead, but here it's Dead Alive, and it is super gory. I actually think it's
We're in some giant plant.
I would say that it's probably like, I would say probably the goriest movie of all time. At least the goriest zombie movie. It's not disturbing by any means. It's really lighthearted. It's got a sense of humor to it. Really fun. No CGI as far as the blood and gore effects go. I would really recommend giving it a shot. But if you have a weak stomach, I wouldn't, because it's really gross.
What the hell is that thing?
My worst nightmare is what it is.
Lisa, this way.
I'm not ready to be pushing up daisies just yet.
Sun. Look at all the faces. This is really creative in my opinion. This specific boss design, I really like it, even though it creeps me out. Sorry, I'm really trying to concentrate right now. I'm hoping that I can beat this boss without taking a hit. I wonder if that'll give me a B or a B or an A score at least. Well, so much for that. Not only did I take a hit, but I died as well. I had to use up a continue. Well, so much for that aspiration. Goes all my hopes and dreams, like everything else. That's okay, though. That's so cool. Every single time that you hit one of those faces, it looks like they puke. See? They do puke. That is great. That's really creative. What would you do if you actually had to fight off something like this? Well, I guess for one thing, you wouldn't have that much ammunition. Like, where do they store all of that ammunition? Like, it is ridiculous. I feel like a cool thing that they should have done was, like, at the end of the game, they should show, like, the amount of ammunition that you shot, that you used. I feel like it would be, like, in the thousands.
I never was any good at gardening. It looks like it'll open if we shoot it.
That was so corny. Come on, come on. There we go. I always try to hit those little collectibles. Anything to increase... Anyways, anything to increase my already shitty score. I hate bugs so much. I remember being a kid and watching The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. And let me tell you, those little scarabs... God awful. I hated those things. Also one of my favorite movies, by the way. Well, movie trilogies. Well, maybe not trilogies. I like the first two. Let's see what score. Oh, okay. A B. That's cool. I like that. I at least want to make a C or up.
I know just what Dad would say if he was here. Got to believe in yourself, Lisa. He always says the same thing over and over. I'm sick of it.
Maybe if you would listen, he wouldn't have to repeat it all the time. Chapter 5, Wheel of Fate. I do believe this is the last level and the final boss, so we are almost done. We're at 35 minutes right now, so I would say
Things look a little different here.
probably 40 something
I'm not
is
gonna
when it'll
stop
end.
until I find my dad.
Oh, more Gumbies. Cucumber Gumbies. They're my favorites. I love shooting the cucumber Gumbies.
Find a way to go faster.
But literally, just to me, it's just like I'm shooting into a vegetable. Man, I love those gore effects. Yeah, the final boss is really not that bad at all. It just takes a little bit of time. Well, it's not bad if you're like me and you give yourself like 9 lives and 9 credits, but really, these rail shooters are not hard, like at all, in my opinion.
Hang in there, Logan.
Dad! I knew you were alive.
Lisa, I figured G would bring you here. Wait, G!
Pleased to meet you, Mr. G. My name is Daniel Carrion. Dr. Carrion was my father. I believe you knew him well.
It may be hard to believe, but he's the one who saved my life.
What a
He's
twist.
the only one who can prevent disaster. I have to go.
You can't. You're hurt. I'll go. Gee, take care of Dad for me.
All right. I leave everything in your hands. Remember, Lisa, believe in yourself, no matter what happens.
Believe in yourself. Lisa, I think I finally understand what that really means now.
Ugh. So cheesy.
Just wait.
So cheesy. But you gotta love it.
Get back. I'm not here to fight you.
I am. It's the only reason I'm here. Yeah, sorry about that. I was itching my nose and I hit the, not the mic, but the filter that goes over it. I hit that again for the second time. Oh my gosh, that thing would just not die. Then again, can you kill something that's already dead? Yes, you can. Shoot them in the freaking face.
What is it that they're trying to protect?
Deja vu. So many Gumbies. So many cucumbers. This is it.
What the?
This is the last thing my father left behind. I've spent the last 19 years watching this evil grow. I know it's dangerous. I always know that. But the wheel of fate must be broken.
But how?
I managed to hack the program. That should give us the opening we need.
I just wanted to ask, are you sure you want to fight your own father?
The future belongs to the people who are alive here and now. I'm prepared to live the rest of my life bearing the burden of my father's crime.
Okay, we just gotta believe in ourselves.
I am Curian. I shall destroy everything and resurrect everything.
Resurrect everything. Not resurrect, resurrect. analysis is impossible. Yeah, this one will probably take the longest, just because he has so many phases and I'm shitty, so as you can see. What I've noticed about the House of the Dead games is the final boss is always really, to me, it just feels really out of place. Like, usually you have like the other bosses, you have these like huge Resident Evil-like creatures, and the final boss of this one is this just weird cyborg computer creature. You know what? We're gonna call him the Silver Surfer, because that's what he looks like to me. He's the Silver Surfer. I don't know why I'm shooting at him. He doesn't have a health bar at the moment. Son of a bitch. This also reminds me of, like, that specific screenshot right there. It reminds me of the movie 13 Ghosts, also. How in the world are you supposed to hit him when he's doing that? Like, there's no way. Sorry guys, this is gonna take forever. This is gonna take absolutely forever. Well, maybe not. I mean, I am fighting the Silver Surfer, which is a superhero, if you didn't know that. Look him up. They look about the same, except for this guy has like spiky hair and he doesn't have a surfboard. Sorry, I'm really trying to concentrate right now. So I'm not really sure how many continues that I have left. And it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. To be honest, the main reason that I wanted to do voice commentary in general, well, I mean, I've always wanted to, but the thing that motivated me to do it, it's actually my girlfriend, because she's a really big Let's Play fan and a gamer like myself, and she's like, I like your voice, and I would watch them if you actually did voice commentary. She was like, normal walkthroughs without voice commentary are boring. So I was like, well, okay. Guess I'll give it a shot. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. The first few videos probably won't be very good. Like this one, I know it's not good. I can already tell. I can tell how my voice sounds right now. I just don't like it. I sound very tired, because I am. But, you know, after I get used to it, it should all flow very smoothly. What? Are you kidding me? Did he just completely regenerate? Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. And it's a good thing I'm not epileptic because that's ridiculous. Longest boss fight ever. Okay, my pointer finger is really starting to hurt now. This is getting ridiculous. Come on, dude. Just die already. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a horrible shot. I feel like after I get this part of the phase over with, I feel like that'll be his last phase. Like it should be. I don't exactly remember, but it really should be. This is getting ridiculous. Alright, this should be over with here in a second. Oh, thank God. And it's done.
Is the world you humans wanted. The world is overpopulated. Even you must realize that.
I realize it, and I completely agree.
You need me.
No, I don't.
This is our future. We'll handle it ourselves. You've got bigger problems to worry about.
You're not my father!
Yes, Luke. I am your father. Sorry.
I'm no longer bound by the past. I begin walking toward the future.
Hey, let's go! They're waiting for us.
How could you know that? How could you be that positive after you've completely annihilated your father? How could you do that? How could you just know things are going to be okay?
Thanks for taking care of Lisa. Actually, she did a good job taking care of herself. But Rogan, do you think this will change anything?
It's their future. Maybe nothing will change. Maybe everything will be different. We've done our part. The rest is up to them to believe in themselves and walk their own paths.
Believe in themselves, huh? Lisa's starting to sound a lot like you.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that your idea of a joke? I guess things are already starting to change.
So corny.
What's wrong?
Lisa, could you wait for a second? This place was my whole life. Goodbye, Father. I won't let your efforts go to waste. If humans go down the wrong path again, I'll come back to this place. Sorry. Let's go.
And they will. And you will. Okay. Let's look at my rank here. Gosh. God awful. I got a D. I'm a standard agent. Alright, let's see. Hello. Okay, well, never mind. Or, yeah. Oh, okay, that's how you do it. I was trying to figure out how the hell I put in my initials. But, Gotta love the music. Okay, well, free play has been added to the credits setting. Okay, guys, well, thanks for watching. This was House of the Dead 3. Let me know what you thought. And you know, like and subscribe if you liked it. All this, that, you know. If you didn't completely hate my voice, then, you know, I will be doing more Let's Plays, because it was fun. I liked it. It was a little awkward. Still is. But, alright, well, I'm going to keep from rambling on now. I'm going to let you go. And this was ShyGuyDan, and I'll see you on the flip side.